You tried breathwork to feel better, to feel calmer, clearer, more grounded, but instead it made you feel worse. It left you feeling anxious, excited, more agitated, and maybe even more stressed out. It's not your fault, it's just that you were doing the wrong breathwork practice for your nervous system or for your arousal state. Many popular breathwork practices today are designed to stimulate. And that's fine if your arousal state is low or flat or you're feeling lethargic. But chances are you're already feeling activated. Your system, your arousal state is already high. The missing piece often in these practices is self-awareness. In this video, I'm going to offer insights for reading your inner cues and understanding your arousal state so that you can choose the best practice for you. You'll learn what most breathwork teachers don't tell you, and that is the difference between activation and regulation, and why simple is the most powerful way and place to start. Hi, I'm Dr. Dawn Browning, somatic scientist and pranayama teacher with the Gitananda yoga tradition. I help women regulate their nervous systems so that they can be at the top of their game and in tune with their needs moment to moment. So let's name what nervous system deregulation looks like. You overreact to something simple and regret it. You snap at your partner or your kid or that colleague at work who happens to push your buttons. You lose your poker face in that important science meeting. You feel numb when you want to be grounded and present. You're anxious for no reason. And relaxation, you don't even really know how to do it. You're halfway through your vacation before you finally drop your shoulders. You're wired but tired, and you keep pushing through. This isn't just stress, this is nervous system exhaustion. And if you don't know how to check your internal state, you may end up choosing a breathwork practice that can leave you worse off than when you started. Many breathwork styles focus on big inhales, rapid breathing, and long holds, which shifts you towards a high arousal state, which can be fine if you're in a low arousal state. You're feeling sluggish or flat or lethargic. But if you're already starting out in an anxious, high activation state or a high arousal state, you're hypervigilant, you're overstimulated. These same techniques can leave you feeling dizzy, shaky, or even more anxious, more dysregulated than where you were when you started. Has this ever happened to you? Give me a yes in your comments if so. You're in the right place. This is where most breathwork can backfire. You feel off and you reach for this one-size-fits-all practice that doesn't actually meet you where you're at. So that's why the first step in any breath practice, any conscious breathing or pranayama practice is self-awareness. Start with this simple question. What is my current state? Or stated another way, how do I feel? What do I need? Am I feeling depleted or overstimulated? Do I feel flat, afraid? Do I need to calm my system? Or do I need to gently move it towards a higher state of alertness and awareness? Here's where pranayama is different. It's not about peak performance or downloading the latest breathwork app. Pranayama is the fourth limb of Ashtanga yoga. It's an art and science developed by the rishis or sages in India over several millennia. And they did this to build self-awareness, energetic balance, and to support self-realization. In the living Gitananda tradition, we begin and work with slow, rhythmic breathing that trains your body and your mind to attune to your internal rhythms and to develop a vocabulary around our mental, emotional, and energetic state and what it is that we actually need. This is what builds interoception, your ability to sense and respond to your internal landscape. This is where you're not just following a script, you're learning to listen to yourself and deliver what you need for your mind, your body, and your emotions. This kind of practice enhances your vagal tone, restores your inner stability, and enhances your clarity to choose to respond instead of react. Give me a high five in the comments if you want more of that. And all joking aside, if you were to give me a high five in the comments, you're not only engaging with the video, but more importantly, you're letting others know that they are not alone if they felt this way. So before you go chasing altered states or trying 6 or 7 different breath practices, I want you to come back to awareness, regulation, and rhythmic breathing as your 3 steps that you take before you engage with your breathing practice. This is especially true if you've experienced trauma, you're undergoing changes in your hormones, or you live under chronic stress. This self-awareness is really key to building and developing a conscious breathing practice or a pranayama practice that will ultimately support you. I've never been someone to chase down extreme experiences, but once I decided to commit to my daily pranayama practice, everything shifted. What used to take hours of overthinking, I was able to accomplish in the fraction of a time. Decision-making became easier, faster, decisive. My writing flows, creativity flourishes. My relationships are more grounded because I am more grounded. Even in the middle of a hectic, busy day at the office, when I get frazzled, because I do still get frazzled, I can settle myself. And it isn't a matter of forcing. It is a matter of being curious and asking myself what it is that I need. And often, it is 3 deep, steady breaths. I do this with breath. I do this by working, engaging with my prana, and I do this with awareness. So prana is the force that animates life. You don't create more of it. You enhance your connection to it because it is everywhere all of the time. And this is again why this self-awareness piece is so important. And the interoception is also a critical piece of this practice. And that's the power of pranayama. You're enhancing your awareness to the presence of prana, not just to shift your energetic state, although that is certainly a keen benefit, but to really to understand your state and to know how to meet it skillfully. So this really, it comes down to, in modern terms perhaps, like self-regulation. Pranayama is such a powerful pathway to that end. So I'd really like to know if breathwork has ever left you more scrambled than soothed. You can drop a simple yes in the comments if you ever felt lightheaded, anxious, or wired after breathwork. And taking the time to do that can help someone else know that they're not alone. So how do you know which breath practice to use and when? I'll show you how to match your breath to your energy and your arousal state using a system rooted in the 5 elements and Samkhya philosophy. It's the map that I return to when I need it. So click the video on your screen now for that experience.